me to prison for quoting Deuteronomy 28, starting with the 15th verse. It simply said, if you do not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and do all the things that are right, all these things will come upon you. So, it's obvious that the judge was doing something wrong. He said it was a threat on his life, his wife's life, his children's life, and his children's life. So he sentenced me to prison for 3 to 10 years. I also ran for office while I was in prison. U.S. Representative for the 6th District. And got almost 5,000 votes. Didn't even have to campaign. So somebody liked me. So anyway, during that process, the ministers got together. And they was telling everybody and each other how much they hated me. They hated my guts. They gave this guy that sent me to prison an award for being the greatest judge in the state of Michigan. See, they thought when he sent me to prison, it was the end. You see, they thought that they had buried me. You see, they said Pinkney would never be back. But I tell you this much, never say never. See, when they thought that they had buried me, they really only planned me. You see, when you bury somebody, you don't expect them to return. But when you plant them, you expect them to rise again. I want to be short and brief about the NAACP. I was the president of the NAACP. And we were doing some incredible work. We was making Whirlpool do what they're supposed to do. So they decided to take a trip down to Detroit. You probably know Miss White. What's the other guy named Anthony?
Anthony.
Yeah. So they came down. They came down here with the vice president. They had the mayor. The puppet mayor was with them. They had this guy Marcus Robinson, a black guy. They had 3 white guys. Vice president, former CEO of Whirlpool, and this guy named Al Pachoka, the one who wrote the bill for Public Act 4. They had him. And they told them that they wanted to support the NAACP, but they would not support the NAACP under my leadership. So they started scheming to get rid of me. First, they came up with the idea, which is that we don't have a meeting. And you know me, I love having meetings. I even love going to meetings. You see, that's how I am. So they couldn't get back without me. We gave them our election. They had it on record. So here's what they tried to do. They tried to sneak and have a election without my group. Whirlpool went out and purchased 300 membership. The only criteria was that you do not vote for Reverend Pinkney. But then they realized that may not work. So they called the sheriff department to come and keep me from coming to the meeting. But here's the good part. I took their butts to court. I sued their butt. Oh, you should have saw the look on the people's face. Pinkney sued the NAACP. Yeah, it was one of those situations. We was in court. We were in Detroit in court. We were right down here. And the judge, he called us in the chamber. He said, you suing the NAACP? Yeah, we suing them. But here's what he did. He said that what we're going to do, what I want you to do, I want you to set up a meeting. We're going to set up a meeting with Ben Jealous, and we're going to work out the issues. During the process of setting that meeting up, Yvonne White, they went out and scheduled an election and called the sheriff department to keep me from being in the meeting. That's your NAACP. That's your NAACP. And you know one thing? I did something to them that never been done before. I had over 10,000 people to burn the NAACP card. Yeah. And the title of it was Burn, Baby Burn. I'm through with y'all tonight. Yeah.